Welcome to the Course Creators Toolbox channel. I'm Rob, and in the last video I showed you how to create a school in Teachable so that you can host your own online digital courses. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a tour of the admin area and hopefully give you some tips and tricks to help you get your course up and running fast so that you can start to make some money with it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in and log in to our school. If you're coming straight from that first video and going to this video, you may already be logged in. I am not, so I'm just going to log in here, and I'm going to log in as the administrator. And it's going to ask for my credentials, and I'm just going to click in log in. And this is the school page that you're presented with. So up here, up at the top left-hand corner, we have a link that will take you to your course on the Teachable site. We have the school name, a short description, a call to action button, and then some text. It's just boilerplate information right now. We're going to go in the next few videos and modify all of this and set up our school. Up at the top, there's some links. So there's the admin panel, my courses, all the courses, and then you can set it up to preview either as somebody that's logged in or someone that's logged out. So for example, if you want to see what your curriculum looks like from somebody that's logged in, you can preview it as that. Or if you want to look at your sales page from somebody that hasn't joined your school or courses yet, somebody that is logged out. So I'm going to start by going into the admin panel. And back here we have our dashboard. Now, because this is a new school, Teachable has it like an onboarding process. So they have, it's almost like step by step. This is what you need to do to create a course, to change the look and feel of your school, set up a domain name. There's all sorts of resources on the Teachable website that will help you do all of these steps as well as tutorial series that I'm putting together for my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to start by going through the links on the left-hand side. So this is the dashboard, the users link. So because I don't have any students at this time, okay, there's no students to list. This is where your students will appear once they start enrolling in your school and your courses. Now there are ways that you can import students. So you can manually add them, and you can import them using a CSV file. But you need to have a certain level of plan to be able to use those tools. There's a link here that you can filter and search for students by a particular name or an email address. Then we have owners. And if you have multiple authors, you can add them here as well. So say you're doing a joint venture with somebody, you can add them. Or if you have a school and you have other teachers or people that, you know, with knowledge that your audience would be interested in, you can add them to your school as an author. And then there's affiliates. And then there's a custom role. And we can set all sorts of permissions. But again, you need to be a certain plan in order to access that. The next link is the site. And in the site, we have our theme. So this is things like our logo, the background for the homepage for the school, the flav icon, the font that we're going to be using throughout our school, and the color palette can all be modified. This is the domains page. This allows you to create a custom domain or a subdomain for your school. But for the free plan, you're using the schoolname.teachable.com subdomain. Once you get some students or you get your school, your course built, then you can upgrade. And when you upgrade, you can then add a custom domain. Navigation, this is the menus that were all along the top of my course and my school. So this was the links for my courses, all courses, login, and sign up. There's a section for bios. So you can add different bios and add an image for your authors for your courses and the school owner. This is the pages link, and here what you're going to find is all the pages that you have on your site. This is not your curriculum. So I'm just going to point that out. This is not your curriculum. So if you have a home page, a privacy policy, terms of use, maybe if you want an about page, you can add one of those. And in a future video, I'll show you how to do that. The comment page allows us to enable comments on our lectures. So students can communicate with other students and yourself using comments. And then the last one, custom text, that we're going to go into is the text that you will find on the screen. So right now, like the admin, when you go to your school and you log in, there's an admin menu. You know, you can change that. Sign in is login. Sign up is, you can set that to say enroll or enroll now, something like that. Log out. And there's a whole list of them. And again, I'm not going to go through them all right now. We'll do that in a future video. The last two links on here, code snippets and power editors, you have to have upgraded plans in order to do that. In future videos, I will show you how to use that on my paid school. When I go to the sales page, there's no transactions at this time because I haven't enrolled any students. So on the email page, this is where you would email your students right directly from within Teachable, rather than an email marketing software like MailChimp or ConvertKit, something like that. Some things are limited on the free plan. You need at least basic or above. So under settings, what you're going to find is some very important information that needs to be filled out in order for you to do things like A, get paid, B, have taxes paid on your behalf, capture your email, make sure that it's being sent to things like MailChimp or ConvertKit, Google Analytics, all of those things. So I'll just quickly go through some of the tabs. So here we have the general tab. We can set things like our school name. So if things change or we need to change it from what we first set it up as, okay, we can add that there. We have a homepage heading. And this is some of the text that we would have found on the school page. We've got our reply to email, the name that it's coming from, and I'm just going to add a couple of spaces in here. If you want to stop some of the spam for your school, you can add that so that when they enroll, they have to go through that process. Your address, things like that. The lectures, so autocomplete, whether the videos start as soon as they go to the lecture page. When we can sync the courses. The commenting section, we can enable comment moderation. There is a blog to your school as well. So this enables the blog. If something happens and you need to delete your school, this can be done within the general settings as well. And then My Teachable for this is enabled. This is our payment gateway. So we have to set this up. This is taxes. So if you want them to remit your taxes, you're going to have to enable back office. So this is the notification tab. In here, you'll get an email notification when a student joins the school or if they enroll in a free course, and there's a whole list of them as well. You might want to go through and evaluate, what do I want to get emails for? Do I want one when a student enrolls for free? Maybe not. But I do want an email when a student goes into a paid course. So there's something to think about. So right now we're using the free plan, but here's the options for the other levels of plans, and you can see what the transactions are and what you get access to. Under billing, this is where you would add your billing information so that you can pay for whatever plan you're using at Teachable. Right now I'm using a free account, so I don't have to add any credit card information. Once I take this school to a paid plan, then I'll have to enter my credit card information or my payment information. You'll also find your billing history in here, which is really important so that when you go to do your own taxes, you can just come in here and look at all your payments and get them all at once. Integration, there's a bunch of tools that we can integrate into. Again, you have to be on certain plans in order to do that. Webhooks, you need to be a basic plan or above. There's your roles. So right now I have one primary owner, which is me, and one owner, which is me, and I have limited. So if you have multiple people, say multiple authors, then you would go in here and set each one of these up. There is a beta program. Some people sign up for it, other people don't. What happens is you get the latest features. Now, sometimes this is a good thing, and sometimes this is a not so good thing. If you want to have the latest and greatest features, then you want this enabled. If you want to make sure that all of the features that you're using in your school have been thoroughly tested and vetted, you might not want to enroll in this. The next link is your courses. And because I haven't created a course yet, there's no course list in here, but we will be doing that in a future video. The bottom 4 links here, this is your billing, and lots of these links take you back into the settings panel. This is your help. So there is an extensive knowledge base that you can access, and as well you can create support tickets. Now, when you have a free plan, the tickets are email based, but once you enroll in the bigger plans, you're going to be able to get instant access to help, like chat and phone. The Teachable U link takes you to a page that has a number of courses. Now, this is only available to people that have a paid plan, so I'll just quickly go and show you on mine. These are all the courses that you get access to. So these are your core classes. And they have courses on how to build your audience, how to launch, how to create the course. And then the last one will take you to your My Teachable account. And if you've ever enrolled in other schools that belong to the My Teachable program, then you'll be able to get into your courses directly from that. Some instructors and some schools don't have that enabled. And then there's a little arrow link that allows you to look at your profile, go into again to the help, into the instructors community, which is a Facebook group. This is a great place. If you want answers to your questions, make sure that you join the Facebook group. I'll put the link for it in the description. I also have a Facebook group where we have a small community of course developers. Another way to get help is the question mark in the bottom corner. It's pretty intuitive. They've got a little search bar and it searches their knowledge. It searches their knowledge base to help you find the answers that you're looking for. Again, the Teachable group or my Facebook group are great places to find that information as well. So I'm just going to log out of my school. And that was our tour of the Teachable platform. If you're at all interested in sharing the knowledge that you have, a digital course is a great way to take that knowledge and pass it along to many people. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and even share it on your other social media platforms. If you know somebody else that's thinking about a course and they're a little unsure on what platform to use, send them this video. They may choose to use Teachable. Thanks for watching.